about the affiliate Kickstart forum.
Mhm.
Thank you for the inspiration for the name. I stole that from your course.
You're
Other
welcome.
than that, you have had a look inside, I hope.
I've taken a small peek. Yes, I have.
All right, so share your thoughts. What do you think?
It's basic, but it has a lot of room for growth. Obviously, I know you're just building it, so I know like the design aspect is a second thought, which is fine because you want to kind of kickstart and get it off the ground. But I do see that from what I saw, it seemed pretty active, so that's a really good sign. Like it seemed like people are actually like interacting, which I find like when you go to forums, I mean not every forum, but like you'll see like posts from like 2016, then like no one's commenting. Like
Yeah.
no one's active in the forum. It's just like dead. It's like a dead forum.
True. Yeah, so that's what we're trying to do. Like I went it over with the developer. We're like, how many topics should we add? And he made a really good point because I gave him a huge list, and he was like, well, what would happen if all these topics would be empty?
Yeah.
That would be a disaster, right?
Exactly.
And I was like, that would be a problem. And right now, you know how it always is, just like my Facebook group. I make a post and it's always the same 10 people who comment.
Yeah.
With the forum, though, as the group is quite small, it's super interactive. Nobody feels the pressure to say anything stupid, right?
Right.
And with that, you go back and forth very quick and you can learn very fast.
Absolutely.
Also, you know the CPA things, right? The ad accounts, HTML lenders, custom lenders, protection scripts.
Yeah.
Those things cost money. So everybody's asking me like, oh, can you give me that? The answer is always no. Like, why would I pay $500 and then give it to you for free? However, if you join my forum for $30 a month, I will give you the lender and you can cancel the next month. I hope not, but you get the idea, right? Like, I mean, why would you share such powerful information with people who cannot even make a commitment?
Right. Exactly.
And I think that's super important, right? So I actually love the what's it called? Payment wall, that you cannot access the content at all if you're not subscribed, right?
I showed you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not even about the money, but I compare it to like STM. You know STM, right? And then like Flift from Peerfly. The thing about the forums is it's one guy who has the authority, and on STM it's maybe 10.
Yeah.
And then it's all beginners who want to learn from the authority.
Right.
I wouldn't have to open a forum for that. I could just teach it in my Facebook group.
Right.
What I actually want for the forum is to
Get those.
have the beginners share their own information and share their own experiences, right?
Right.
So it's pretty cool. We have a follow along right now, which gets like, I think, up to 10 replies a day. Like everybody's just jumping on it. He launched it like 3 days ago and it has like 35 replies or something. Because he gets feedback from all sides, right? And not even a lot of questions as well. Because when I say like, look at my campaign, people can give either feedback or share their thoughts. And you don't have to incorporate it necessarily, but it is just really interesting to see, because you can teach, but you can never see in somebody's head, right? What they're thinking.
Right.
And then you actually see the campaign and you're like, that is what I said, but it's not what I said. Because you can put a border around it in pink, or you can do a hot pink.
Yeah.
It's a difference, right?
Yeah.
And people will always think or do what they think is best, which they should. But it's just so amazing to see. Well, I teach right now 25 people in the mastermind. And I teach one thing and I get 100 variants. And I'm like, what are these guys doing? What were you thinking? But it's also difficult because I teach. So do as I say, don't do as I do.
Right.
Because I do things like on a 100K level and they have to do things on a 1K level.
Right.
Which makes it even more complicated, right? You got all these things going on. And I'm just trying to wrap it all together right now, push that content out into the forum. So even like how to set up Amazon S3, you know,
Right.
with the CDN, right? So you get like super fast lenders all over the world. That's really tough to, well, it's not tough to publicly announce, but if it would take you like 4 hours to make such content, and that's what I'm doing with the Facebook ad accounts right now, right? I'm having this insane strategy and you can use it to get unlimited ad accounts. It takes me like 4 to 6 hours to write that amount of content. The question is, as you already provide so much free content, would you or would you not ask for, what's it called, return of the favor, which is money? Would or would you not ask for money?
I would ask for money. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think a lot of people, and plus, like asking for money just weeds out people that just want everything for free. And there just has to be a point. Like that's the thing about us is like we give so much away, but people just expect things to be free, and you have to make that transition point. There's some information that just cannot be free. It's just like
Yeah.
I paid to learn a specific method. I paid $1,000, and it was
Oh,
like,
yeah, you told me. Yeah.
yeah, I paid 10 grand to learn this one thing just because I wanted to learn the information, and it's something that cannot be found on the internet because it's so valuable, right? So
Yeah.
there's just certain things that are just so valuable that you cannot give away for free, and that's just
Yeah,
like,
well, it also only makes sense that, let's say, I had a talk with a affiliate manager yesterday on a phone call, and I talked about my coaching, right? And like in the future, I'm going to do something super high ticket, like 100K.
yeah,
But the question is really simple. Let's say you teach people how to make 100K in revenue, and the minimum KPI is 30% ROI, which means 30,000 profit a month.
sure,
So it would only take them 3.5 months to make profit. Any entrepreneur would take you on that offer.
right, absolutely,
But then again, people don't see the value. They want the immediate gratification. And I
absolutely,
made a lot of videos on my channel talking about the instant gratification and the shiny object syndrome.
yeah,
And that's what I think is so beautiful about the people who trusted me with the first mastermind and got the huge benefit of, well,
discount,
especially the gold members mainly, because I coach them daily, right? But yeah, that is so insane, especially like ad accounts are being sold the black hat way for like $5,000 a piece if you want good ones,
yeah,
right? So if you know a way to get an unlimited supply for yourself through a very relatively easy process, takes about 10 minutes per business manager, that's quite significant. And then you're asking me, oh, Colin, can I get it for free? Fuck no.
exactly, exactly,
And I can just be real about it. Like, you can ask me all day and I will just tell you, no, that's not possible. No, that's not possible.
yeah,
Because some things are just too
yeah. If we gave everything
valuable. All right.
free,
So,
it would be a sad.
so we have some comments actually.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
So David is saying it's normal because newbies are skeptical. I 100% agree.
Yes,
But you always try to bring them the light, right? Bring them the realization, to bring them to your level or either go down to their level. But if it's not happening, it's not happening. And that's what I like about teaching. Some people just get it.
yeah,
Some people just listen, they do what I tell them to do, and they have amazing results.
right,
Then there are people who just want to do their own thing. And that's fine too. I love it when people try to experiment, but don't cry when you don't get the desired results.
right,
That's the only thing. Like, I'm all about testing. I'm all about the clickbait copy. Try to make everything better, but focus on the foundation first.
right,
So that's just all right. And he says they want to get a tiny sign that I can work with them as well before going all in. That 100% I agree. I always, when I buy something, I always look for testimonials first. But in this day and era, so many testimonials are fake.
100%.
So on that part, I think it's just a feeling of mutual respect and a feeling of trustworthiness that you jump in. So just to give another example, right? In the first week of a mastermind, I had one guy ask me for a refund because it wasn't as he expected it to be. And I was like, hey man, if you don't feel it, it's completely fine with me. I said no refunds, but I will be able to give you a large portion of the money for free anyway, because I already gave the ad account information, right? So I was going to subtract that part. So let's say I think he paid 5K and I was going to give him 3.8 back, which I think is pretty good for 1 week of coaching or like half a week.
Yeah, that's
Then I just asked him like, hey man, just why would you quit so I can use the feedback? And he was like, well, I thought you would lay out everything for us, and then it would be repeatable for us and make money. And then I said, how about you focus this month on learning because if you want, I will make all the campaigns and you can run it and you'll be profitable. And next month, when I'm not here, you won't have shit. And you're back to zero.
Yeah.
Because you didn't learn, you didn't study.
Exactly.
And that I streamed live in the group call, in the mastermind group, right? And everybody was like, all right, let's not focus on the money this month. Let's focus on learning. Because next month, you have to do it on your own.
Yeah.
And that entire shift of mindset made people kill it. And some people still don't kill it. So interesting.
It is interesting, but it's so true. Like I do some coaching for one of my clients, and someone was like, can you just do this for me? I'm like, what's the benefit of me doing this for you? Because I'm not always going to be here. I literally said that. Like, you need to, like, some people just are so afraid of getting their hands dirty and just doing it. You have to do it.
So in relation to that, would you say that for the major tasks in your business, like accounting, like YouTube videos editing for you is a big part, the YouTube ads, would you ever outsource a business unit, or would you always want to know something so when the backup is gone, you know something how to do it yourself?
Right.
Or would you just leave it?
No, I mean, if it's something that I really, really can't do, like accounting, I'm not that good at. So like, I like to obviously know my numbers and see where I'm at, but that just goes to my accountant because he's better at it than I am. But for like the main core of the business, like running ads and all that stuff, I'm a marketer at heart, so I enjoy that stuff. So
yeah,
although there will be a point where I need to give that task to someone else, I still want to know how to do it so that if anything goes wrong, I can jump in as well and assist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Like the reason I asked, because I get a lot of questions about outsourcing, and especially in CPA, you know how valuable the data is.
Yeah.
So if I don't trust somebody, they're not going anywhere near my data.
Right.
Because I spend so much money to collect that data. But especially people who want to run HTML lenses, but they don't know how to edit HTML.
Right.
So he was like, or she was like, whoever it is, I will just hire somebody to edit the HTML. And I'm like, that is a good option, but are you going to hire somebody every single lender to edit them?
Right.
Or are you going to buckle down for 4 hours
Yeah.
and learn how to edit HTML?
Exactly.
Or at least read the HTML?
Yep.
Because it's not difficult, but it requires a certain flow of dedication. And I think that is truly what sets away the entrepreneur as the hustler. Is like, you don't want to master everything, right? Because then you'll be learning the wrong things at the wrong times. But at least know a little bit about something, because when shit hits the fan and you're all alone, especially right now, right? It's Good Friday today. So if you celebrate that, happy Good Friday to you. Whatever, I think it's something with Christianity, right? But I don't know what that actually means.
Yeah, I don't really celebrate it, but for those to do.
Yeah, happy Easter, happy. I wanted to say good morning, but it's like Good Friday, right? So in relation to that, it's a bank holiday.
Yeah.
So I told my group yesterday, contact your affiliate managers because they're going to be gone for 4 days, because Monday is Easter, right?
Yep.
Second Easter day. So on that behalf, if you need, I need a pre-lender instead of a deep link, you're fucked. You're going to wait 4 days until they reply.
Right.
And I think those kind of things, what you don't realize is that if you have a tech guy, if you have a developer, if you have somebody who edits your HTML, but they're not available for 4 days, your entire business could come to a stop. And it's okay if you do $100 a day. But what happens if you do $100,000 a day?
Right.
Because if you persist on what you're doing, that is going to happen. So I still remember the time I was on a call with my mentor, and I told him, if I quit this fucking day job in this call center, I will be so happy. All I need is $100 a day to make my life perfect. And right now, if it's $10,000 a day, which has happened before in profit, I'm still like, all right, let's make more money. You know, everything, all the goals, everything grows, which is amazing, but still more money, more problems, right?
That's what they say. I'm way happier with having more money than not having money though. So.
Oh well, yeah, I would rather cry in a Ferrari than on a bike in the rain. But still to cry is not good. So I would say money. So I yesterday I had this crazy talk about more personal stuff than business with my affiliate manager, but it was like we also talked about that, right? More money, more problems. So I was like, I would say the normal person here in Europe earns around 2.5K a month, or 2K, around that amount, maybe 2.5K. So on a yearly basis, they earn, what was that? Maybe like 30,000.
Yeah, 30,000.
So I would say the first 30, maybe 40,000 gives you 100% happiness, right?
Right.
Every 100,000 after that only adds 1%.
Sure. Yeah.
That's how I will look at it, because
You could do everything with that amount of money. Like,
yeah, and I think the most important things in life are not about money. But I only realized that when I had the money. Because when I didn't have the money, all I thought was
the
it's all
money.
about the money.
Yeah.
Like I need,
Yeah.
you know the car I showed you many times, like the Porsche Cayenne,
Yeah.
the brand new one, which is like the most expensive one, is like $220,000. Now I could buy it, but I don't, because I realized that's not what I need in my life.
Right. Yeah.
So interesting.
I totally.
And things go so fast for us. It's only 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Can you happen what we could accomplish in like 6 years' time?
Right. Yeah. Yep.
So maybe you'll be teaching Dan Locke, because that's something I have experienced. Like I appreciate my mentor. I love my mentor for everything he has done for me. But right now, he's the student and I'm the mentor.
Yeah, for sure.
And that is, I would say, from which movie is that? Where he says, one day the student will become the master. Is it Karate Kid or something?
Something like that. I think so. I was gonna say
And that line just impressed me when I heard it, because it's true.
it is. It's very true.
But it also shows that the person who is never what's it called? Never satisfied with learning. And I would say that's what you talked about in the beginning in the other clip. Learning from, let's say, an authority figure like Dan Locke, you could learn so much from him. He's such a knowledgeable guy, but you still have components that he can learn from, because he hasn't had the same experiences that you have.
Exactly.
And that's the most beautiful part. So I teach somebody in the mastermind that runs a very successful business, very successful. But this is a different business kind
Right.
that this person wants to learn.
Sure.
So I'm the teacher, they are the student.
Right.
So I had some business questions, some personal questions, how to deal with money, blah, 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 blah. That person becomes the master and I become the student.
Exactly. It switches.
In 20 seconds, the authority shifts.
Yeah.
But that's because we both have a neutral understanding of authority, because there is no authority if the balance is right?
Exactly.
And usually when you try to be the authority, it just triggers people, right? So if somebody would tell me, you cannot do that, I can do anything I want, because I have money and I have a business. So I don't work for anybody. You don't control me. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
It's very, very enlightening to have that power. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but how many people still, because they think they have a little bit of cash, because if you have 1 million, you're still poor in this world.
Right.
You're relatively rich, but compared to the richest people, you're nothing.
Right. 100%.
In that sense, I would say people get so fucking delusional when they have a little bit of money.
They do.
And money is nothing. Money is just digital numbers or paper, which is part of a tree.
Yeah. Money is nothing more than a tree.
Yeah, and that's while if you're a cunt, if you get money, you'll just be a bigger cunt. But if you're a truly lovely person, if you get money, you'll be a more lovely person.
Right.
And that's what I like. It just shows the person you really are. And especially, like, I don't mind if I see a girl with a Louis Vuitton bag or a Gucci scarf, whatever they like. It's all good. But just don't depend on it for your happiness, I would say. Because then you can never have enough money. You'll just become delusional.
I agree.
But then again, I'm just still searching. I'm still trying to see what actually would fulfill my life, which I think, as somebody has the focus of money real long, right? Like 4 years, I had in my mind that money would make things better. And then you have money and it's not. it's a emotional journey, but it's also what you said, enlightening. Is that what you used, the word?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's very
So
interesting.
for you,
Very interesting.
yeah. So basically, especially now, I would say the startup, it's still kind of a startup, my business, but the real startup phase is basically done right now. We're really expanding and everything is going real fast. So you're building more of a business enterprise.
Right.
On that remark, what would you think you would want to do for your business? Would you want to build like a real estate empire? Do you want to affiliate marketing always? You want to build a huge audience? You want to be a speaker at Funnel Hacking Live? You
All
want to be download partner?
that. I'm definitely going to transition into different, assets like real estate, and like I'm going to transfer like the internet money that I get into assets that continue to grow, continue to give me money. Um, but yeah, I mean, definitely doing speaking engagements and all that stuff as I grow. I mean, I know I'm super young. I'm only 25, and I have so much to learn and so much to do. So I don't really know what's next, but I know whatever it is, it's gonna be. I'm gonna be.
Huge.
I'll never have to worry about money ever again.
And that's, I would say, the most liberating feeling, that as soon as you realize that money is everywhere and you can just tap into that green river of money
Yeah.
at any time you want, because you just increase effort and money comes pouring in.
Yep.
That is a really good feeling. So, David, I would say we wrap it up. We've been talking for quite a while, but David has one good remark, and I want to close off this series of interviews with that.
Sure.
He says, I think a lot of people who want money to buy dumb shit they don't need in the first place, just to feed their social insecurities and low self-esteem and show people they are worthy.
That's
So
true.
I love the post of Gary Vaynerchuk when he says, people work in a job they don't like to get money, to buy shit they don't want, to impress people they don't like.
Yep.
It's just a toxic, endless circle.
Sure.
And as soon as you can admit, because if you're not one of them, you won't have that situation. But I would say as soon as you can commit that you are one of those persons, as I think everybody has been in such a situation, because we're social beings, we need attention, we need love and affection. I've done it. I've done stupid shit just to impress people I don't even like. And as soon as you can admit that, you detach yourself from that system.
Yeah.
And then there's so much more room for growth, right? Because those people are just holding you back from your true, what's it called? True potential? Yeah, thanks. True potential. Yeah, it's amazing. I love it. So, Jelani,
yeah, for sure.
Find Jelani at Jelani the Marketer on, I think, JelaniTheMarketer.com, and then on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube.
That's all the same. Yeah. Jelani the Marketer. Yep.
And everybody knows where to find me, at Colin Dijs on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Facebook, and join my Facebook group and subscribe to my channel. Buy my shit.
Great. Buy my shit. Yeah, no, consistency is so important for branding, for sure.
Yeah, and in the end, just do whatever the fuck you want to do, because that's what entrepreneurs can say. As soon as you have the money, you have no rules. You can live your life. You want to go to Thailand, you want to go to Mexico, do your thing. Be a digital nomad. Or you want to build a $1 billion enterprise, be the next Bill Gates, do that too.
Yep, there's no rules, man. There are no rules.
And that's why we love it. All right, I'm going to leave you guys here. I think you have to stop the recording, right?
Yeah, I'll stop the recording. Peace out, guys.
All right. Thanks for watching. See ya.